Hey everybody, I am David, and today I'm going to be talking about The Flash, Season 4, Episode 12, Honey, I Shrunk Team Flash. And this episode came at the right time because guess what trailer dropped today? I did a review for it, Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was a really good trailer. So this was a nice little tie-in without actually having to be a tie-in. I guess coincidence sometimes works out very well. So let's get talking about this episode. This was really fun. I really enjoyed this episode quite a lot. We get this villain who Cisco eventually nicknames Dwarf Star, and it's funny because before one of the characters said it, I said, well, after Cisco and Ralph shrunk, I was kind of like, too bad Ray Palmer's not here. And then the next scene, when they got back after the commercial break, they mentioned Ray Palmer, that they couldn't reach him because the Wave Rider is somewhere in time. It did make me wonder. I wonder if they could have gotten Brandon Routh just to pop over. I mean, it's a time travel show, right? So it's like, I don't know. Anyways, Team Flash needed to deal with this themselves, and that's fine. It was a piece of cake villain. I mean, come on. I actually did enjoy the villain in this one, even though he wasn't like interesting or anything like that. But I did like the power that he had, and I did like the way I kind of figured they would when the Goldberg's backstory, Big Sir's backstory started to be revealed, that he wasn't really a criminal and there was more to him than meets the eye. And it did kind of dawn on me. I think this Dwarf Star guy, he's gonna be the one that's the real culprit behind the real murder that Big Sir was framed for. Something that I wasn't expecting, though, was how it all unraveled at the end with them eventually beating the guy, taking him to prison, and he eventually, when they ask for a confession, he says he's not going to confess. And that caught me off guard, because that I wasn't really expecting. I was expecting them to just arrest the guy. Next scene, we see Big Sir walking out of the prison, and we didn't get that. We got the guy saying that he wasn't going to confess, and all hope seemed lost. And throughout the episode, I did wonder if they were setting this all up to have it explode in Barry's face, and I would have kind of been annoyed with that if that had happened, because I hate it when the hero is trying to do something right and then it explodes in their faces after. It feels like drama for the sake of drama when it didn't need to be, and I feel like the happy ending that Big Sir got with Barry taking him to China, because that's what he would have liked to happen if he got free. I liked how that all came together, because it caught me. I wasn't expecting it to go that way. So I think that storyline worked out really well. We even got this storyline with Joe and Cecile. Cecile somehow had powers, which I'm already speculating that the reason she got these powers is tied to DeVoe. I think they said that at the end of the episode. I don't remember now, but it was like just a few seconds ago I was watching it. But yeah, I for sure all of this has to be connected to DeVoe in some way. Powers of reading minds doesn't just come out of nowhere. And wasn't that the power of the body that DeVoe stole anyways? So I think that storyline with Joe and Cecile, I enjoyed. I thought there were some funny moments. There was a lot of funny moments in this episode, which was the complete opposite of last week's episode, where I felt they were doing a lot more slapstick, and slapstick is a difficult comedic tool to pull off nowadays. But in this episode, it was more like casual jokes. Like, I don't know if casual is the right words, but jokes that actually, the writers actually had to write and think of that were funny. And I think those kind of jokes work out a little bit better when it comes to the Flash, the quippy one-liners and stuff like that. I thought all of that worked really well. I like that we got to see Ralph and Cisco hanging out, as little characters, as like Ray Palmer when he shrinks, when they were on the Lego set and all that, when Ralph had to go take a pee. There were some funny moments in the episode that I thought were funny. It was some good one-liners. And then we get the ending. Towards the end of the episode, we get this Barry, after he takes Big Sur, breaks him out of prison and puts him in China. He thinks no one was watching. And I thought, okay, that's a nice happy ending there. But we realized the warden, who actually gave him a warning earlier in the episode that, hey, be careful because you break these people out of prison, they might kill you if you let them down. Obviously that didn't happen, but we see that the real monster that the warden was probably hinting at was himself. And so we find out that the warden had found out that Barry is indeed the Flash, that the camera caught him. Is he going to use that for evidence? I have no idea, because this warden is messed up. Because now, during the tag scene at the end, we see the warden giving handing over Barry, making a deal with Katie Sackhoff. I forgot her character's name right now. The one that Killer Frost was working for earlier in the season. And, so it looks like Barry's getting out of prison now, but for the wrong circumstances. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens now after this. So for sure, Team Flash is going to find out that Barry was taken out of prison somehow. They're not going to know the warden was behind it, but they are going to find out, hopefully, that that Barry is working for Katie Sackhoff. I wish I could remember her character's name, but I can't right now. And I don't want to go scrolling on the internet while I'm doing this. Obviously they'll rescue him and bring him back. Maybe. I don't know. Unless they do a few more twists and turns along the way at the end of each episode. Who knows? But I actually thought when the phone picked up and it was a woman's voice, I actually thought at first it was the mechanic, which I was totally wrong about that. I want to know more about their plan. Why did they want Barry out of the way? Yeah, you know what? They set up something really good at the end of this episode. That bravo, writers of Flash. I think you guys did a really good job with this episode. This was a fun episode all the way through, and then it left us wanting more by the end of it. I've been waiting for an episode like this all season. Because the first couple of episodes this season felt too much... too funny, right? They were being too over the top with the comedy. I felt this comedy was just right, So it gave us the perfect balance of everything, even the lightheartedness of it all with the prison scenes and Big Sur and all that, and then the big twist is what's gonna happen next time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This was another really solid episode. I think this was one of the better episodes this season. I felt it was really strong. I was enjoying it all the way through. So with that being said, guys, I hope you comment below if you've seen this episode of The Flash. Don't be afraid. Comment, discuss. I'm always reading the comment sections when people comment below. And like this video, subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care.